Just started.
Here we are. It's January. We're January 9th today.
We are.
And well, those are the tankers out there. Okay. A little bit of a surf this morning. Probably hear it. Beautiful full moon.
Yep.
There's the beach over there, and I'm here with Seth Covernick.
Yep. Slight overcast. You can still see the stars.
Oh yeah. But the moon is full though. That's nice. Oh, here comes a bigger one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. So, how's your week been? Now that we're back in the swing of things,
definitely felt a little bit longer with the having to work the full week down.
Yeah. All the holiday stuff's put away. I still have my lights up. I have to take those down. I should have taken them down yesterday.
Right.
But I was really enjoying the oh, here comes a nice wall of water.
Yeah, there's always
enjoying the Sunday, you know, a nice Sunday, just relaxing.
That's what we kind of did Sunday morning, is we tackled all the taking down the Christmas decorations. It's always like it's a somber time, but when you're done, you're always like, oh yeah, kind of missed how nice the house looked when it had nothing in it.
Yeah, kind of. I think you're kind of in the same mode as me when it comes to having that kind of a bit of a Spartan kind of look to the house, my Scandinavian more. I kind of enjoy it when it's all packed away. I love Christmas. I love the you know, the celebration, the decorations, all that stuff.
Right.
But I do like it when we're back to when everything's put away and done, and we're back to clean again.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Kind of reset.
Yeah.
Oh, I've actually gotten back into reading this week.
Oh yeah? What are you working on?
Right now I'm working on a book called Jaguar Children by John Valant.
Tell me about it. What's that about?
It kind of covers like far eastern Russia, way back in the early 1900s, and an issue they had with their Amur tigers, so they're like Siberian tigers.
Yeah.
And it kind of just goes along with this this storyline of just these hunters and their respect for the forest, and kind of what happens when it goes awry and they disrespect the tiger, and how vengeful the tiger can be, and how it resembles a lot of kind of normal human interactions, and how closely we are actually aligned with nature in terms of how we behave and how they behave.
Well, you know what, and that's funny when we talk about humans and the environment and nature, and how much we don't understand we're just a part of it. We always think we're like above it and we're fighting it, and you know, like it's often said, animals adapt to their environment, humans make it, they create their environment. But the reality is that any animal that comes in and is disruptive affects the ecosystem, and we're just the same, just like the rats did in when the Spanish started you know, conquering and traveling. The rats destroyed, you know, it just made some animals extinct.
Absolutely.
So it is amazing how humans are. Oh, that looks like a big one coming up from way out there. How the animals are, how connected we are to everything.
And it was interesting too, reading the book, because it talks, like you said, about adaptation and how the animals adapt, but also how humans adapt back to the human environment. Because a part of the story talked about these two German-born scientists who fled Germany, and they wanted to kind of put themselves in self-exile for their own safety, so they went to Africa and pretty much went into the desert with just a couple of backpacks on their backs, and they ended up living there for years.
Really?
And they wrote a book about it, and the one guy talked about how just over time, in a span of 2 years, they became so connected with nature. They saw animals as their neighbors and almost forgot about what other humans are like and saw the animals as humans. It was kind of neat to like, and that was only 2 years in the wild. So you imagine, you know, like the thousands and millions of years that, you know, that animals use that intelligence and that upbringing on how to adapt. It's pretty spectacular.
Now keep in mind, don't go thinking that I'm some hero about nature, because I do drive a Porsche Cayenne and I am flying to Europe in a couple of weeks. So,
but it made me think about kind of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
You know, our bodies we're trained to survive way back in the day in cold climates with very little, like no coats and no heaters.
Right.
And now we're kind of rekindling that primordial instinct.
And that is the cool thing about this whole cold experiment that I've been doing. I know you've been doing this for a couple of years, but I've only been doing it for a couple of months. And like here we are now in the water, and I find that I'm a lot more calm.
Right.
And it's part of it is, and I was thinking about this morning on the way here. Part of it is the mental aspect of it. Like it's the fear that I have of the open water, and the fact that I can't see my feet right now, and we're in water that is literally black. It is black.
And when you think about it, you've been taught your whole life that, you know, water's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, cold water especially, and it is.
Well, yeah, we're told that you'll die, right?
Absolutely.
You know, and don't get cold, keep warm, always keep it 70 degrees. You know, don't get too hot, don't get too cold. And I found that in the last couple of months of doing this is that I have been calmer. And that's one thing I find, that when I'm dealing with situations in my businesses, I don't freak out, I don't get mad. Like I had an issue yesterday with someone, and I was like, hey man, just got this thing happening, I need to talk to you about it, and totally cool about it. And it worked out, and the guy's like, yeah, sorry about that, you know, here's the situation. I'm like, cool, okay, let's find a solution.
Oh, big one.
Oh, that's a big one. When in the past, I'd be I don't know what that's called, when you're super calm and then you're not calm. Like you're super calm and then you're super angry.
Right.
That's the way I used to handle problems.
Right.
Now I'm just super calm all the time, and persistent, polite. And I think it has so much to do with what's going on with our this cold immersion therapy that we've been doing.
Kind of like I was saying, where we go being uncomfortable, or being comfortable in the uncomfortable.
Yeah, being comfortable with being uncomfortable. And they talk about that
environmental or emotional.
They talk about Tim Ferriss actually talks about that with sales. So if you want to be a real good salesman, every time you go get a cup of coffee, ask for 10% off.
Right.
And don't say it's for an experiment. Don't say it's for conditioning or training or anything else. Just ask for 10% off, and you'll get so comfortable with that uncomfortable. Like, why should I give you 10% off coffee?
Absolutely.
You know. And I thought, what a crazy, great way to train the mind. And again, like what we're doing here with this cold.
Absolutely.
You get used to it. And this is not a bravado thing. I've had someone actually say, oh, you're just trying to be a tough guy. Well, it's a little bit of that, yeah. There is a bit of badassery involved with being out here in this kind of surf and the black water.
Yeah, at the time,
at this time in the morning. Everyone's sleeping right now, and we're here in the ocean. In literally nothing but our swim trunks. And... But it is more about getting used to that discomfort and pushing myself past my limits. And when I leave here, I know this is the worst my day's going to be.
Yeah.
Nothing. And no one could do worse than this. No one's
You're not going to feel more uncomfortable.
Right.
Today.
No one's going to make me feel shittier than I feel right now.
Sitting in a warm desk and dealing with people.
And having this ocean literally tell us what to do, right?
Absolutely.
That's a big one. Okay.
Well, I think we're good for today.
Okay, I think that's it. Anyways, folks, thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe and smash that like tunnel. Sorry, smash that like button. I'm freezing you.
Yeah, and always get in the fucking water.
All right.